Yo, what's up, everybody? Showtime Doctor, how you doing? Rich time. So, show you guys a little bit of my overhit progress as well as things I have figured out. So, we'll get into that. I'm getting closer to having maybe not necessarily a tier list guide, but definitely mix of the game. So I want to share some of the secrets with you because not easy stuff to figure out, stumble into. So let's get to it here. So number one thing to know. And I made this mistake up until today. It's my fault, but... So let's say you want to upgrade one of your pieces of gear, right? We'll put this on. Actually, I'm sure this will be a good example, but... Yeah, okay, this is fine. So, let's say you want to upgrade this, and when you upgrade it, you know, more stats, base stat, as well as eventually when you limit break it, it'll do one of these two, get a little bonus percentage. And it's always a fixed percentage, which is nice, so you don't have to worry about the Epic 7. Like, oh no, I got 3 good substats, but it keeps upgrading the one I don't want upgraded. You don't have to worry about that in this game, at least not to the point where I've seen yet. But, absolutely do not use any of the 4-star upgrade materials for anything, because that is actually used to craft 5-star gear, and I did not know that until today. So, any of the 4-star upgrade stuff, don't even do it. Like, just save them for now. You know, beg, borrow, steal. Beg, borrow, steal, rather. Whatever you can get, and just upgrade that way. But don't use your 4-star stuff you can get. That's one thing. Now, number 2. A lot of the SR units in this game actually become pretty effective, and I already knew that, but there is actually a caveat to that. It is easier to get SR units. Have a copy of a unit in this game, you can raise the level cap and you can raise it by 5. Ergo, you see what I'm saying, you can raise the level cap of your lower guys faster than your SSR units, and even though they have less base stats, yada yada yada, they end up being more effective in a lot of cases than many of the SSR units simply because you can raise their stats so far. So keep that in mind too as you guys start playing this game, or if the global server just came out and you're watching this video. I'll put together a proper video about, you know, how to power up your character eventually. I just still got to get more experience on it. But do keep that in mind, SR units. And then also, another reason to get SR units as high as you can. And actually, there's a point to where eventually, once you're done farming experience, get everyone to at least 30, 35, 40, depending on what you got going on. You're also going to want to do it for select R units, because there is a mode in this game called Rex. So like, we'll come over, I'll show you guys an example. So let's go down to like one of the tricks that I don't have. You see how it says level 10 over here? Well, alright, so since this is a higher level trick, normally you need 2 or 3 heroes, but for this one you need 4. So, okay, I'll put some... Oops, I don't have enough because I only have 2... I forget what they're called in this Earth. Whatever the hell, the green. I only have 2 of the units that are at least level 20, as you can see over here. And it's going to get worse, or worse, quote-unquote, higher level as you go along. So you are going to need to work up free experience for your party, which is going to be key later on. So keep that in mind as well. Oh god, I had a couple other tips. Oh yeah. I got a couple more. So, I haven't done it yet, but in campaign mode, when you complete normal in this game, you unlock triple speed. There's double speed eventually. I think it's like campaign 3 or 2 or whatever. But you will unlock triple speed. So triple speed means faster farming, etc, etc. So that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to start streaming this game after all my videos are done uploading later tonight. So that's going to be my goal for tonight, is to get level 15 or beat world 15 ASAP. And then get triple speed, go farm all the other stuff up. Now there is also, once you start doing hard story mode, apparently there is a big, the game gets a lot harder in world 2 of hard. So keep that in mind, although apparently world 3 of hard might be a little bit easier for some reason. Not sure exactly why, but I've heard it from multiple people. Now, a lot of you might be tempted to save your gems because, you know, whatever banner's coming out or whatever. Don't. It's a waste of time right now because there are new player quests, and there's one before this one, but you see this one, draw 10 times, hero gotcha 15 times. I'm at 13 right now. Yeah, there's one before that's 10 times 10, and I don't know if eventually, yeah, there's a 20 right there. That's probably the last one. So you are at least going to have to do 10, 20 pulls. Oh, 30. So there you go, and this is used, this is actually really good, because this is used to summon from the only SSR banner, whatever the hell you want to call it here. And there's another thing to share about gacha mode, and this one actually kind of despaired me a little bit, because this is apparently a Nexon playbook thing. Well, you see how it says in the gacha, this is the regular gacha, so anything from R to SSR. I think it's a 2% chance on SSRs. Look real fast. Yeah, 2%. People are salty because in Japan it's 5%, but they always give Japanese players better rates because I guess it's harder to draw them in. So that's just the way it is, unfortunately. Hopefully it'll get bumped up a little bit, but... So that's the general pool. Up here is a bonus, so this is 3 times summoned. Use the 30 because I've done 13, so I got 1 bonus already. When I got the bonus earlier, it gave me enough of these stones. Well, technically. Well, anyways, then you come over here to the legendary gacha, which you see here, only SSR heroes. Appearance rate, it is 10% for whoever is on the little banner thing out here, so these 3. Because we got this confused last time I streamed, me and Croy. You have a 3% chance to summon those heroes on the 10%, or a 90% chance to summon one of the other SSR heroes, 3.6% each. So that's how that works. It's fairly simple math. The problem is, I have found out, I wonder if it's this. Yeah, UR Soul Shard. URs in this game are ultra rare characters that are super fucking strong. We were looking at them, during the last stream. In fact, I'll go show you guys. But the problem is, someone did the math, and as the math currently stands, in order to summon an an ultra rare character, you basically have to run through 3,600 standard summons, which, at the rate that you get drops in this game, especially once you run out of crystal farm methods, years. That'll take at least years. Now, there has to be a way to get it, because I know a guy that has it on the Japanese server, so I don't know if there's something that's implemented later, or an event, or maybe they had a small chance at some point, because of right now, there's no way to draw any of the UR ultra rare characters, but there is a way to, well, like I said, you can get the shards and then eventually build them. Okay. The fun. Bear with me, bear with me. Definitely. Aha, here we go. Okay, so Rhea. To give you an example of how strong these characters are, and I'll try to explain the particulars if you've never looked at this game before. So this is an ultra rare character. So her first skill, each type of hero on your team, and I'm not sure if type is like element or like, you know, rogue versus mage, that type of thing. That's what I'm guessing it is, but ridiculous, especially considering she probably starts at, I don't know if she starts at 5-star or sorry, not star, rank. There's ranks in this game, D rank to S rank, I'm assuming. I don't know what rank she starts at, but that potentially could get even higher, because the base hero, who I've gotten from D rank to A rank, his attack bonus used to be 15%, it's now 25%. So if she goes the same way, that's going to be a ridiculous buff for leadership. And then this one, damage, pretty high percentage there. Most percentage damages on the top damage dealer characters in this game. Like 180, 100 if you're lucky, 200 something, 5 seconds for 30 seconds, 100% success rate, decreases healing by 20%. Number 1, usually to put a bleed on, the success rate's like somewhere in the realm of 20 to 30%, so that's pretty strong that it's 100%. But the thing I've noticed about all the UR characters in this game is that they can chain their own stuff. So what I mean by that is usually you have to have someone else set up a debuff for another character that gets a damage proc or like an extra ability when someone is affected by something, such as bleed. Now, I mean, you already saw she could put up bleed right here 100% of the time. So you hit her 2, then you hit her 3. Deal damage. The base damage is 352%. Attack to one enemy, that's a guaranteed crit, which is already strong. Additional damage equal to 211% of attack to enemies affected by bleed. And the other UR does the same basic thing, but actually has a little bit higher percentages, but not as quite as high leadership bonus. The strongest units in the game. I'll have to ask my buddy how he got his. It's a Dark Razith, I believe. See how that works. But that's all the new stuff that I've learned recently, so... I guess... Oh, there is actually. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of PvP, because most of you know me, know that I don't really care, for the most part, about PvP in most gacha games. This game is actually different. I actually get... my blood starts pumping in this PvP, so let me show you guys. We'll go to challenges here. I've probably gotten wrecked, because I'm still in the... Oh, never mind, it was a season. Yay, 35 crit. Yeah, I'm still fairly low. Okay, so PvP in this game is really heart-pounding because the majority of what you want is AoE damage. If you can do like an AoE debuff, of course you want AoE heal, AoE buff, but if you can do some type of AoE debuff like bleed or attack down, healing down, you are cycling between 3 different actives, and then depending on what's going on in the battle, you're like, oh shit, now I need the heal, so you start swapping the actives trying to get the heal off next. And it's pretty pumping, so I might get really into this. I'm just warning you guys. So if I'm not like explaining things, and I apologize ahead of time. So let me see who I actually... That's my tank. My healer. These are 2 AoE DPS. He's AoE DPS. That should be fine for a starter. This isn't the strongest team. There's way better. This is my rifle. There are many like it in the world, but this is mine. That's all I can say. So let me show you guys my pulse pounding here. And I'll try to explain to you. Rolo. And the boobs. Alright, so at first what I try to do, I try to get... My ice tank guy has an AoE buff. It gives him a barrier and it gives everyone else 20% bonus damage. So that's usually the skill I use first. Oh god, this team's gonna wreck me. So this skill. And then I start going on my AoE skills. So you see here... Oh, damn, I totally clicked that, but it didn't work. Well, this is my strongest AoE. Well, that worked out. Hopefully I can get a close match, because there's only 4 more charges. But if you guys can see a close match, it's actually really fun. Get into it. The cool thing about PvP 2 is you can't pre-select, so you can't just look at a group and be like, I could take them. No, whatever it gives you is whatever it gives you, and depending on your rank. Like, this guy's silver, so he has a higher chance to beat me than that other team, clearly. Okay, so there's the cooldown. There's my preset. Okay, she's doing her AoE buff. That's damage reduction, and I believe bonus healing, among something else. So right here, AoE buff plus his barrier. 2 AoE damage. He has the highest percentage damage, but no status effects. So you see, there's the attack up. Now hopefully, before Luna... Oh, Luna's not on. So there goes Terror Bear. Now my next strongest AoE is this guy's. So we're gonna keep doing AoEs. Okay, and then we're just gonna try to get as many strong AoEs as we can. It's looking bad for me though, because this guy's clearly much more higher ranked than I am. Yeah, there goes one of my characters. They're probably not gonna win this, but we'll give it a shot. Try to get 1 more damage off, and then we'll do our regen. And probably after that, get our stuff. I'm gonna lose basically because of her, because she's doing damage reduction. I can't do anything. She's top tier support in the game. I don't have a dispel. Way it goes. My tank. Alright, so there's a heal. I don't have my buffs anymore, so we're just gonna go all as much AoE damage as we can. Now, how to win PvP in this game, eventually the timer goes out. Whoever has the highest health percentage at the end wins. So you can see the bar up top. So, you should try usually to time a heal or a resurrection or something at the end of a battle to try to give you that extra edge. I could win this, because I am chunking them pretty good, and their healer is slow. Oh, she just went there. Rip. There is still a check on my part. Sustained damage. Dude, that was right before the heal, too. Just bad RNG. But you trying to get the edge on other people. Yeah, I find that really fun. It kind of reminds me of playing like that type of stuff. It's stuff I really enjoy. Yeah, it looks like I'm done. Yeah, they're just too strong. That's the power of the best. I'll show you guys some other stuff. I don't have to deal with her, so that's nice. So, like I said, get the damage buff up, start hitting hard with your AoE, switch out when you need a heal, and just preset whatever you can. Oh, actually, you know what's something I should have done? This is an AoE defense buff. I should have actually done this, but trying to get damage out so that there's less characters to deal with. Bait their heals and stuff. Oh. Okay, I got lucky. I thought that extra hit killed him. Yeah, I think that's an AoE. Oh, that is an AoE. Okay, yeah, that would actually be kind of strong. I was thinking of another hero. If he had AoE attack and defense on the same, the same kid. Damage. Yep, might lose this, but we got time to make it up. Alright, let's just change up. Auto just did a skill I didn't want it to do. Oh well. Well, this guy is like super way higher rank than I am. I was hoping we got close at one point. They'd taken out some bear sucker or something else. So everyone has her, so everyone essentially has res right now. Kinda sucks, but oh well. Yep, so we lost that one. But man, dude, when you get in like a good close match and you pull it out, though, it's so much fun. Alright, let's go. So... I guess I'll show you guys a raid. Then I'm gonna start, probably by Wednesday, I'm gonna start putting out some guide videos. So, farming guide, character guide, etc. So be looking for those. I just want to make sure I get the experience because I haven't unlocked every mode yet, so I don't know everything that's out there. So, but anyways, last thing I'm going to end on today will be the raids. Raids are actually pretty cool. So the way that raids work, you get 5 charges. I believe they reset every hour or so. You can do friends raids, guilds raids, or you can do public raids. So let's see. A Vidir raid. So Vidir is fire. Actually, start a raid. And then right here, just say close to public for now. And get over half the damage. And then once you get half the damage, open it up to everybody, whether it's public, guild, whatever. And that will ensure that you will get the best loot. So, and if you have to burn 2 raid tokens to do the damage, then so be it. Like, just make sure you're doing the damage is the main thing. So, like in this case, I probably don't need Yggdrasil. End up getting wrecked and people dying, then yeah, I probably will need her. But I'm gonna kick her out right now because he's fire and fire deals more damage. Brass win. So, same thing with Leica, unfortunately. I like Leica's damage, but wins. So now I just need to make sure my squishier characters are in the back. Yeah, and we can get... see how this goes. The AI is actually pretty good in this game as far as auto goes, I've noticed. So, they're usually pretty good about using the skills you would want to use. Not always, but at least in PvE they have been. Like, if you're low, they'll pop whatever heals or damage reductions you got. If you're high, then they'll just start buffing and put up the shields. Or, excuse me, to put out the damage. It's pretty good stuff. Now this one, I've never fought level 4, so he might actually just be too strong for me. It goes up in level when you summon one. Look at what his buffs are. Yeah, he does good damage. So like, watch on auto. See, just used her heal when he's pretty low. Yeah, pretty good. Actually gonna make sure it uses his shield. I might have to little AoE that he just did. So it looks like we'll get one more skill off before heal's ready. What skill they choose? Accelerator boost down, which is hopefully before he does a big thing. Good. Alright, and then I trust my team to select the right move. These two him down to below 100k. Oh, goes. So you can hit a skill even when it's on cooldown, so that the next time that everything cools down, it'll definitely use it no matter what. But yeah, we're getting pretty close here. Here you go. Oh, my tank is dead. Here's my healer. Yeah, there's no takebacks, by the way, in Raid. So. Turns out I should have brought Yggdrasil after all. I'll bring her next run. Actually, I don't have to, as long as I can do another 32k damage. And there you go, that's a raid. I'll probably do that again, just for posterity. Oh well, and then you can see which raids are progressing with like friend units or guildies or whatever, so you can choose to go help or not. Oh yeah, and then once that happens, I'll show you guys one of the other raids. Yeah. You get it, you're a demon. Get it. This is what happens as you get older and you've seen like every possible demon and everything. Like drinking some water. Oh look, another demon. Man, that triple speed would really be nice right now. I'm gonna go ahead and let Otto just do everything. Hopefully it doesn't screw it up. They did his ulti, but the animation didn't go off. Oh no, it didn't. No. Hey, you gonna do your ulti? I guess not. Dude, they might have screwed this up. If I don't get under that 109, I'm gonna be so pissed. He'll go up. Okay, let's just didn't damage up. Just gotta get him under 99, then we're good. Oh. Otto didn't put his shield up right away. Oh well, learned my lesson, didn't I? Actually, you know what? Just to show you guys, I'll show you what's like with Yggdrasil. So we'll kick her out, because Blossom does good damage, but... And she's fire, I guess it's not as well. But you guys will see what the damage reduction stuff does. It's actually pretty good. I'd love to get one of those tanks that does AoE defense buff. But I don't have it right now. Actually, that's one of the things I like about this game, the voice acting. I never get sick of him saying, "I'll take a saber!" It's pretty fun. And you guys need to get that, ah, damn it, it was 2. That's a damage reduction right there. So basically, everyone's gonna absorb the next hit unless it pierces, or... There's some way to get through it, I just haven't figured out exactly how yet. Damage immunity. The team's tankier as long as she's around. Not doing as much damage, but, you know, do more damage overall, hopefully. But it's actually beneficial. It's actually beneficial in this game, because as things are ticking, or as the ulti's going off, all the cooldowns are coming off. But sometimes it hurts you, though, because that also means that not only are ultis coming off cooldown for your enemy, but if there's any type of dot on you, the dot's ticking the entire time the animation's going off. So if there's someone that's like really low and you see the heal animation going like la 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 la, and the guy's like yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work the way you want it to. My man's crushing a Jawbreaker right there. Throw that power out. Yeah, like this. Like someone's bleeding. Yeah, they might get him. Got a minute. Oh, let's see, I'm gonna queue things up. Big counter. Alright, I need some hard hitting abilities now. And I think that'll effectively end the match. Way or another. Close. A hard time limit's a hard time limit, apparently. Alright, so like I said, now that you got it, you got it low or you got it under 50%, and then you just open to public. Someone will come finish it off. And if they don't, just keep, you know, keep looking, because not everyone's clued into that yet, so... That would be level 4. He's water. I have a problem with water bosses right now, because the majority of my deeps is fire. But then if I go and do... Wait. Oh, is it in dark? Oh shit, it is. What is my... Holy open. Not go that well, but let's see. Oh, never mind. Okay, so that should be... Keep her up, just in case everything gets real hard. It's dark, so holy does more damage, but they have a good holy damage. He's fine. Yeah, that should be it. 'Cause I like her, but she's mostly AoE damage. So this is the target. Any people that actually hit hard single target. Or otherwise. Alright, team. This guy's actually a little rough, but... Let's read it. Alright, that wasn't so bad, but that wasn't the least skill. Alright, that's good at damage me. Nice. Damage there. That's fine. Probably heal me. This actually looks like a terrifying place to fight. Like if you were like chasing someone, would you go on the roof if you see all this shit around and it's like storming? You're like, well, we'll get them next time, bros. Unless maybe you have your own lightning guy, or you can cast water or something. Be like Eren Yeager. I trust in my team to bring victory! And the whole team gets fucking smashed. Oh, I see why it casts it like that. This buff technically lasts 60 seconds. I think it's that one right there, the 2. Hopefully he'll cast it as soon as it expires. We're not doing that great on damage though. Hopefully we can at least get most of the way. Damage cycle. I think we can hit it. Be close though. Trying to just focus damage. This dude, he takes so long to do all his abilities. It's time. Closer though. So close. As long as he doesn't fly away. Come on, Voltic Saber. Yes. Oh, you motherfucker. I should have just let it go. Damn. Okay. Well, I guess that's all 5 of my charges. Getting cooped. Maybe we could kill him, but I don't know if I want to put that much effort into it. Now, a cool thing too is when you're live fighting a raid boss, if someone's fighting at the same time, it'll say that they joined the battle. So in that case, you can actually be pretty safe, just like changing the settings, put on public, and then get in as fast as you can, and just, if you're that close, then do whatever damage you need to do. And hopefully there won't be like a level fucking 100 dude come in and one-shot the boss while you're doing that. Like, victory! Oh yeah, we're good. I really don't even have to worry about doing anything now. We'll see if someone joins during. But yeah, still really enjoying this game. It's a change of pace from games like Epic 7, where a lot of the things are just different. You know, whether you like it more or less is up to you. I particularly enjoy the change of pace, but like for instance, you can't pre-select your PvP teams that you're gonna fight. You know, you gotta queue up active abilities, but they do automatic basic attacks. Or you could just have auto run. The triple speed's really nice. Really nice to be speedier than other games. Oh, of course I haven't gotten there yet. But double speed's fast enough, so triple speed will be really good. And then, you know, just the way that upgrades go and stuff like that. It's different enough that it's intriguing me. But I don't know, I'm still on the fence on how successful this game will be, just because Nexon is Nexon, you know? So who knows if they're gonna abort the baby, basically, because they're not getting their pre-register bonuses that they want. But, you know, regular global server isn't out yet, which I think is another mistake, honestly. But, hey, it gives me time to, like, learn this stuff so that when it does come out, I can help you guys. Running below back. I always thought in most games that if someone is the same element as someone else, their damage should be reduced a little bit too. But not as much as, say, if you're fire trying to attack water. But it should be like, you know, like a 10% or something. But I guess that's why I don't program games. This skill, if you guys are wondering, it's an AoE heal along with a defense buff. So, AoE regen, you'll see it go off every 8 seconds. That was a base heal. That's what makes Yggdrasil so powerful. Second best support in the game. Supports, for those who don't know, early game, good. Not the greatest thing. But late game, they become particularly... Not gonna have anything with animations though. He's gonna spin and do damage really quickly. That's another thing to talk about, is the animations in this game. If you can get characters that get their damage off really quick, like say a quicker animation than most, there's gonna be an end raid, I'm sure even regular PvE as well. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Alright, so someone should come. Hopefully. This is the advice. I figured. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So, guess I'll sign off with that and then start the stream because it's already 10:30. Be at work at 6 a.m. So better start now. I'll catch you guys later on. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, be looking for some harder guides on Tuesday, Wednesday. As I record, it is Saturday evening right now. Saturday night, rather. So. And see you guys later on. Take care. Oh, I should probably do my promo. Yo, I'm Showtime Doctor, Showtime VR. Yeah. You found my YouTube. Hit like and subscribe. Some good people in there. Some lucky people in there. Sugared out. And then, link to my Twitch. Like I said, I'm about to stream this game right now. So if you happen to see this video, maybe I'm still... And I will catch you guys later on. Have a great night. Peace.